Good day, my name is Kevin Brewer. I'm President and CEO of CMC Metals. Glad to present here today. We're going to make some forward-looking statements. So our target is, we're in Yukon and northern British Columbia. We're in a belt of rocks called the Rancheria Silver District. It's going to be the next silver district in this world. We are very serious about this. The target is a Silvertip mine style target. Silvertip is owned by Kerr Mining, but they're right next door to one of our properties, so we're very excited about that. And I'll tell you a little bit more in the end. But the goal is that these targets are some of the highest grade underground lead zinc mine in the world, silver lead zinc mines in the world. It's a beautiful target, and we feel we have a number of them on our projects. So the exploration model is pretty simple. We're chasing carbonate replacement deposit style targets. Those are basically areas where the fluids are so hot that they replace the limestones and skarns in layers, and they create nice lateral ore bodies. We've been chasing, however, veins for a long time, and the veins at our flagship property called Silverheart are actually the feeders, we think are the feeders to the CRD style deposits. Now, why do you want to chase those? CRD is a big buzzword around these days, but they tend to be large deposits, 10 to 150 million tons in size. They're high grade in nature, and they're low cost to mine. If you find one of these, they're not easy to find, but if you find one of these, it's a company maker. It's made huge companies, Cinco de Mayo down in Mag Silver. It made a multi-billion-dollar capital company. So they're beautiful projects, and if you hit one, you're doing it. Now, so here was the focus. These high-grade silver lead zinc veins were known at Silverheart since 1985. There was a company went in there. These things were right at surface, and there's been 220 holes put into those silver lead zinc veins ever since. They're wonderful. They're anywhere from 10 centimeters to a couple meters. Got alteration around it. Give you all the buzz numbers, but I'm not going to do it. It's on my website, so go look at them if you're interested. But it is really high-grade stuff. But really, the game here is to play bigger stuff. This is not going to give you the tonnage. We're going to get small mines out of these things. We're not going to get a nice big mine. So we're going to chase the big mine target because we prefer that. So why do I think, well, we got 6 mineralized zones on those, and we got a resource probably sitting now more about 10 million silver equivalent ounces. That's the stated number there in the market. So why do we think we've got bigger targets? So we flew this thing in 2021 with some airborne geophysics and identified these huge conductors. So in the red lines, that's the vein systems, and that's representative of feeders into these bigger targets. And we're going to pick T1 and T4, the biggest conductors, to have a look at this season. Why do we think we have it? First of all, the geology is right. We know we got limestones and skarns. So these are the things that are going to get replaced with very hot fluids and create those CRD deposits. So we got the right type of rocks. Next, we got the right setting because we're surrounded by intrusives. These are sediments surrounded by intrusives, and the intrusives give you the heat to create those hot fluids that are going to replace those limestones and create those carbonate replacement deposits. You need them hot, and we got lots of intrusives surrounding us. Next, we've done the soils over them. Wonderful, amazing silver, lead, zinc, geochem anomalies right over those targets. I even have a soil that ran 500 grams a ton silver. I mean, frankly, I don't know. I think it's almost unheard of. We must have the silver right under where the auger went in. We didn't get these results until the end of the season. So what we're going to do very quickly is get in there with some excavators and uncover this stuff, get a look at it, and then shove the drills on it. So we're very excited about that. And then finally, we think that the old mineralized veins actually do represent those feeders that you need for the creation of these major deposits. Here we're going to take a look at the conductors. They are absolutely huge. T1 alone is 220 million cubic meters of material, conductive material, to drill. And so with our measly 5,000 meter drill package, I can't cover even a tenth of that conductor. But we're going to take the best shot we can of where we think we should drill in that conductor. It's 1,100 meters by 250 meters by over 800 meters in strike. This is just huge. It starts at the surface, as you can see, in the pink and goes under it. And there's your heat sources in the blue, and they're also on either side. So you've got all the heat that you need to get those fluids going and creation of those deposits. Similar system at T4. You got the heat right underneath you. You've got a large system, not quite so large, but again, a very impressive target, 750 meters, about 150 meters thick, and about 600 meters in strike. These are huge targets. So then, most people would end the presentation here and say, thank you very much, we've got this one project, but we've got a couple more that are not so advanced, but again, that we feel are very prospective. So this is right in northern British Columbia. You can see that Silvertip mine is very close, and we got 6 new targets on Silverknife. We're very excited. They're in close proximity to the Silvertip mine, literally only 1 kilometer from our border, our eastern border. Kerr have been making some really impressive announcements that we feel that their drill holes are approaching very closely to our eastern boundary. They have to be, and they're noting that it's some of the highest grade intersections and thickest intersections that they've encountered in the area. So we're very excited about that. And that makes us all more convinced that we got to spend a lot more money on this property this year. We've also got Amy, which is only 8 kilometers more away. There's a ton of historic activity on that, and we know it's already a CRD deposit. It's a small one right now, but it's got a whopping grade of 790 grams ton silver. So that's beautiful material. Here's a sample of the adit. This one grades about 20 ounces a ton silver, 5% lead, and about 7.5% zinc. This is money-making material, folks. If we hit a lot of this is going to make a lot of money. So we have at least 3 high-grade CRD plays that distinguishes us from many other juniors in this regard. And we feel in all of those plays, we feel we have comparable grades to one of the highest grade underground lead zinc mines in the world. This is good material. In the industry, the saying is resource is king, grade is king. Well, I believe grade is king, and always has been on any economics of any project I've ever looked at. So finally, well, what's our key milestones that you need to look for? So we are strengthening our team. I've just hired 2 amazing geologists, both with over 25 years experience in epithermal and vein systems. They know these systems. They've looked at them in Mexico. They understand that knowledge, and they're bringing it into Canada. And I'm strengthening my board at the same time, so we're going to be working on further on that. Currently they're out working on the Newfoundland properties as we speak. And so we're going to determine the exploration merit. I haven't talked about those today at all, but they're early stage projects, and we'll see where they go. And we're going to drill that 5,000 meters of Silver Heart, so everybody wants to know what the drill results are going to be. Probably going to be around September or October, knowing the lab situation. But we're also going to run some XRF in the field and give some indications to people of what we're seeing in the drill core. And finally, with Silverknife and Amy, we're going to get them ready for the drills. We've got the permits in place. We got the permits in progress. I wish we had them in place. It's BC, so it's going to take a little while. But there we go. We'll get our permits eventually, and then we will drill those 2 targets. So I want to thank you very much. Give me a call at any time. We're very available. If you email me, I'll respond typically within 24 hours. And I'm described as a workaholic by my wife, so I do respond to anybody pretty much at any day of the year. And I'm at booth 1013. So drop over, have a look, and have a good chat. Thank you very much.